Hi everybody, it's Diane from Tattered Edges Design. I'm doing a mixed media collage type thing today in a new book. I was given this for Christmas. It's about an 8-inch square. It's 8-inch by about 8.5, spiral bound. And when I first received it, I thought, oh, a new glue book, because it's about the same size as my other one that I'm working in now. But I don't know, this seems too nice to me for a glue book, so art journal. So the page I had in mind today is going to be rather unusual, probably to most of you. Has anyone come across this on the internet? And I don't know who did this, the original creator, so forgive me for that. It's a takeoff on the movie Avengers. It's Silent Avengers, and these are all silent movie stars. It's Buster Keaton, Oliver Hardy, Charlie Chaplin, Stan Laurel back there. I think that's supposed to be Mary Pickford. It's so small I can't quite tell, but I think it is. Rudolph Valentino and Harold Lloyd. And in case you don't know, and I didn't know, I had to look them up. It's Captain America, Nick Fury, I think, Iron Man, Hawkeye, I think, Black Widow. He's Thor, obviously. I think Rudy is supposed to be the Hulk, when he's not the Hulk. I'm not sure. If anybody knows for sure and I'm wrong, let me know. But why I printed that off is I found this a couple months ago in a catalog. I think it was toys, like Legos. And I just thought that was kind of an interesting concept, if you take it away from the toy world. So anyway, I had this kicking around on my desk, and then I had seen this actually, I don't know, a year or even two ago. And it took me a while to connect and go, oh, I should use that. Okay. So you got to do more than that, right? So I thought, well, okay, I'll get other heroes. So Diane got Underdog and Adam Ant and Mighty Mouse. Because, that's just the way her brain works. I did get Batman logo, at least. My favorite Batman logo. And I goofed around a little bit before I turned the camera on here. I don't think this is going to fit. And it looks a little out of place anyway with the words, letters, So I think this is going to go in my journal. But this was sort of the setup I had. This, could fit there. I was almost thinking of cutting it apart and putting it there. And then I knew I had this scrapbook paper that, to me looks like the Pow, Biff, things from Batman, the speech bubble things. So I thought, well, could I just use it as is or cut some of those out? I kind of think more likely. So I think my first step is I'm going to glue this down and then probably paint around. So I'm going to pause and glue our Silent Avengers and get some paint, and I will be right back. Okay, it's glued down. I'm not sure what kind of background I really want to do because this picture really is, sort of faded. I don't know what else to call it. But anyway, it doesn't have a lot of bold color on it. However, these do. And since these are going to be, on more the background, I don't want it super busy. So, yeah. And this is obviously a color. It's not white. And I'm used to starting pretty much with white. And I can tell the paper's already buckling. Yeah, the book itself didn't come with any sort of, I don't want to say instructions, how to use a book, right? But, sometimes they'll say, great for mixed media and paint or, writing journal or, whatever. It didn't say anything. So I don't know what its real intent is or was. Probably not whatever I'm doing with it, right? Okay, as boring as this sounds, what about white even to carry this up? And if this doesn't turn out, it can tear right out. That's kind of neat. Um, you know, I will go over it more. The idea is sort of neat. Okay, well this paper does not really hold anything. It's like it's drying really quickly, so it's hard to spread. And I will tip my hat to whoever came up with this idea. I think that's pretty funny and clever. Well, I don't know. What about a wacky color? What about a little bit of a purple, just because I can? And I'm thinking maybe not, I don't intend to cover every little inch. One reason, I don't want to get into those holes over there. That's going to be too hard. Yeah, see how can you get that? It's warping and buckling, which is okay. It'll, it is in a book when it's closed and on a shelf or whatever. It will go back eventually. Well, I don't think I want red because there's red in our other superheroes here. What other colors do I have? I don't want green. There's no green in it. What about a neon color? Yeah, that's neon. Kind of fun. Well, let's try to get an idea if these were on. Do we want more? Less? Well, I don't think really more. All right, I think I'm going to go for the white a little bit more and then let this stuff dry and then we'll come back. Okay, it's still a little damp, but I'm going to press on. And yeah, it's curling. Look at that. It's curling. Anyway, I cut out a few of those speech bubbles, which I didn't realize. It's only 2 different ones. They just repeat. I thought there were 3 or 4 ones. There's only these. So, how do we want this on here? I think this is too tight. Well, he could go there. A little tight. Not bad. It's okay. Let's see what they look like switched. I think it could go either way, but I think I prefer this a little bit. I'm down here more, I guess. And then Adam is not flying, so I guess he's got to go down here more. All right, these, I don't know, just scattered or And I don't think I'm going to fill them in, with a word or anything. Maybe, I don't know, do we need another one down there? And then I had this washi tape too that's got stars, red and stars. I thought maybe that could go somewhere. And then we have our, title thing. That definitely has to go somewhere. That's not bad. I think though I do want to cut it apart just because this blue doesn't match that much. I don't really like it anyway. It's not necessary. So it can go. But I still could put it in a line though if I want. And no matter what you think of this, you must admit it's original, it's different, and you are not going to see anyone else on YouTube today do an art journal page with Underdog, Mighty Mouse, and Adam Ant. So aren't you lucky you came here? I don't have enough cartoon superheroes in my life. I'm going to go look at Diane's channel. Okay. I think I like them cut apart better anyway. Oh, I didn't point out, I put a little dark blue around because that first blue I used was just, I thought it was just too light. That's okay. Yeah, maybe another red speech bubble thing over here. And I won't make you watch me cut it out, so we'll just pretend it's cut out over here. And then, what about this? Yeah, what about this? Okay, I'll tell you what. I will pause again, cut this out. I think glue down what we see, and then we'll discuss washi tape and extraneous details. Okay, just a minute. Okay, in the Diane, don't you get tired of being right all the time file, there are different ones. I don't know. At a glance, they look the same. But there are different ones. Just, my apologies to Little Yellow Bicycle. That's old paper. Anyway, this is glued down. It's still a little damp here and there. You're going, Diane, you cut out those antennas so perfectly. You're just amazing. Yeah. No, I drew them on. And then I saved and drew them on, okay? And Underdog had a couple little hairs up there. I drew those on. So we had a bit of a wrinkle. I don't know, can you see it? At a glance, you probably wouldn't see it. But there I dripped when I was painting. And it's, spreading the printer ink a little bit. Which, by the way, these are just off the internet, too. I didn't mention that. So really, I kind of like that. So to make that look intentional, and just because I kind of like that, I'm going to put a couple more little water things and kind of see what happens. And of course, I don't want to do it by a face or anything like that. All right, well, we'll have to wait and see, I guess, on that. Okay, I still have this. Yeah, I don't know. It could use a little bit here or there, I guess. But I don't know where. And I think I want to draw a black border around. I know, I do that a lot. But because of these, and, all these cartoon characters are outlined in black. So, yeah, tell me what to do about the washi, and then I'll have to wait for these drips to dry. I don't know that I want it to go off, because over here, it can't really go off because of these ring rings and, you know, the holes and all. I could go up to it, I suppose. Alright, let's try that. I can always pull it up. It's washi tape, right? You know what, before I put glue on it, let's just see. Like, well, there. And then maybe one over here. Yeah, so let that be a lesson to you. If you're painting and you have a picture down, leave something over it. Although it's nice to see it so you can tell if you're matching, but that's fine. I don't know that it's totally necessary, but it's okay. I like it. Okay, I'll glue that. Well, yeah, now I don't know where I want it. I think there's more room up this way. Okay. I'm going to hold it up. Take a look. Yeah, I think that's pretty adequate. Okay, I'm going to have to pause one more time and let this dry so I can do a border. And then I'll come back and maybe I'll be done. We'll see. Hang on. Okay, here we are with a black border. I think that looks good. Our drips sort of did the same as that original one, so I think that's fine. I went around with gesso, just a dry brush, around the letter or words just because they weren't really popping as much as I thought I would like. And I'm kind of thinking of going around it now in black. Or do I want it there in black? Maybe there, because otherwise it's going to be kind of big. Okay, that's good. Then I was thinking, yeah, it doesn't work this way, just so you know that. You got to put it in the opening, okay? A white gel pen going around the black in these. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. Can't see. Yeah, these white gel pens are very useful. I've only had one a few years, but they're great. Okay, I think that looks better. Okay, my opinion is this area is lacking something. I maybe should have adjusted the words differently, but they're there. So I was thinking of what if I punch some stars? Maybe even just for here, by this area. And I was looking through cardstock thinking maybe a yellow, and I went, oh, I got this. And if anyone has watched my videos before, you're going, but Diane, you hate glitter. Yes, I do, but I have this. So I thought, should we use it? Except I'm not sure about what color. That's cool. But I don't think we really want that color on a Heroes thing. That's too dark. There's a yellow here. That's probably fine. And then there's also black. I like that, but I don't think it's going to stand out on that unless we want a couple up there. So keep that in mind. Well, I'll do this the way you're supposed to because this is cardstock. Yeah, it's thick. Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Maybe even white. Wasn't there a white? Oh, come on. Everything's falling over here. Yeah, there is. What does that look like? Looks like white, Diane. It's stuck. There. Yeah, I kind of like that. Almost better. Do another white one. It's kind of cool. Do we want a couple up there then? Do you want to try a black one just for the heck of it? Sorry, I'm crinkling. Well, I don't know. You think that's too dark? It almost looks like a negative space. You know what I'm saying? Like it's punched through. Well, I think if I want to use the plaque, I would have to pull another one down here. I think that's too dark. That can go in my journal by the Batman logo. Okay. Put this aside. Yeah, kind of glittery. It's actually not too bad though. Maybe we don't even need that yellow one. What do you think? Well, I like this one here. Now these. No. How about that? It's not sticking. Alright, do we not need this one at all, or do we want it up here somewhere? Well, I think this one does look a little lost by itself. Okay, that can go there. It's not that noticeable anyway. Okay. Well, what do you think? Let me hold it up. I think we're going to call in the gel pen again and do little circles. Dots, I mean, not circles. Just to sort of break up this paint. Okay, a few up here. Do we want a few black dots? Try it, see? Yeah, that's actually, I think that's a little better. Enough? We don't want to overdo the dots. All right, are we done now? Let me hold it up to me. Tick, tick, tick. I think so. I was kind of thinking I could do a few dots over here, but you know, he's moving. You don't really need to look over here, so I think that's okay. And I think normally when I do things like this, like in my Smash book, I date them, you know, just on the side. I think though these pages are not real heavy. I think I'm only going to do one side. I may change my mind at some point. I can always go back. But that being said, I think I'll just date it on the back. Okay, well, I'd like to thank the creator of this image. Very, very creative of you. Very cool. So there, guys, go build your own hero in your own art journal and have fun. And I hope everybody has a very nice day out there.